Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Entitled Parents Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe, and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, an entitled mother waits until our OP goes to the bathroom and then lets her kid eat all their food. Let's jump right in. Hey guys, so it's been quite a while since I've posted here. I was in luck. No entitled parents in sight for so long, but it looks like my luck ran way out yesterday. Here we go. The cast is an entitled mom, spawn of Satan, a decent dad, and an amazing manager. Alright, let's dive into some context here. So in my city, amid the whole pandemic, patio dining just started opening in restaurants. I've been super careful during this whole thing, social distancing, the whole bit. Yesterday, I finally decided I wanted to go eat at a restaurant for the first time since March, and this one great restaurant near my house was doing patio dining. I show up and grab a table and place my order. Shortly after, my food comes. Entitled mother and entitled kid take a seat at the table nearest to me. I really needed to pee, and I had a whole bunch of stuff with me. I'd been running some errands. So I turned to entitled mother and asked if she would mind watching my stuff from her seat while I went to the bathroom. She was super sweet. "Oh, sure, honey, go ahead." And then I went on my way. But then, oh Lord, when I came back, I didn't even know what the flip I was looking at. There was this spawn of Satan sitting in my seat with his bare hand shoveling my food into his mouth. All of my bags were rummaged through and full of food from his dirty hands, and entitled mother was just sitting at her table scrolling through her phone. What the hell happened here? "Oh, hey sweetie, looks like he took a real liking to your food. He just couldn't keep his paws off." And then she laughs. "Ma'am, we're in the middle of a pandemic and you don't know where I've been and I don't know where your child's been, yet you thought we could just share food? He's eaten almost all of it. And what about my stuff?" "Excuse me, you mangy tween." I'm 19, by the way. "I wasn't going to say anything, but you don't need to be eating all that food unless you want to get fatter than you already are. I also don't like you implying that my baby has something. As for your stuff, he saw some stupid knickknacks he wanted to play with in there. What did you want me to do about it? Quit whining and just eat the rest of your food." I'm in no way overweight right now, but as someone who's struggled hard with eating disorders in the past, I was seeing red. Oh, and those stupid knickknacks she mentioned, 90% of it were birthday presents for my mom, whose birthday is coming up next week. Oh, and all the while as we're arguing, entitled kid is still eating. Entitled mother and I start raising our voices when the amazing manager finally comes out. "Thank God you're here. This mangy child is trying to take our food and our stuff right over here. I'd like you to call the police." He looked at the entitled mother and then back at me, and then back at the entitled mother. "Ma'am, I'm not sure if you're maybe not in the right mindset. You seem maybe a little unhinged, but I was actually here when this young lady came in and ordered. I actually brought her food out since we're understaffed. I mean, I surely could have mistaken you two if you weren't a hag, but unfortunately for you..." At this point, a man arrives. Our decent dad. I don't actually know for sure, but I'm assuming he showed up late to join the entitled mother and the entitled kid for lunch after work because he was on call still. He noticed the commotion and with a "here we go again" look, he hung up and came over. I explained the whole situation to him, and the entitled mother gave her twisted side of the story, and he immediately believed me, which makes me think that she's definitely pulled some BS like this before. "Honey, let's just leave, please. Come on." "Yeah, you guys are definitely leaving, but you still have this young lady's meal to pay for and whatever reimbursement is needed for these items you've ruined, unless you'd like the police to be involved." Ha! In your dreams. I'm not giving you or this child a penny. Let's go. She grabs the kid and starts leaving and motions for Decent Dad to follow her. Decent Dad really silently came up to me and the amazing manager and started apologizing profusely. He started taking out money from his wallet to give to me. Here, please take this. I'm so sorry, genuinely. I'm looking into a divorce currently with my lawyer, but she can't know about it just yet. Here, I'm really sorry about your stuff and your food. Please replace everything on me. I'm so sorry. He closed his wallet and left while still apologizing. I felt so bad for that guy, jeez. I hope he gets out of that situation ASAP. Anyway, I think I find some comfort knowing that the entitled mother has a surprise divorce fastball heading her way. That's going to be a fun time for Decent Dad and pure amusement for little old me. In story number 2, we have an entitled mother who thinks our OP is an idiot when he doesn't know her password. My parents own a small business. We are a pack and ship store that also sells stuff for some local artists. We also do some other services such as faxing, fingerprinting, printing and copying, shredding, and notaries. My siblings, some friends, and I work at the store. I was at work about 2 weeks ago and we were very busy during lunchtime, which is pretty normal for us. My brother, mom, and I were all there, and both my brother and my mom were handling their own things, and I was disinfecting the counter. This plump, piggish lady with the classical Karen haircut walks in. She looked like Dolores Umbridge if Umbridge had a Karen haircut. I finished my disinfecting, put the rag back into the bucket of disinfectant, then went to the register to help her. She was pleasant at first. She told me she needed to print and sign 2 large documents, then scan them in and email them to the company they were for and herself. Normal stuff for our business. So she emailed the documents to us. Sometimes Verizon phones struggle to connect to data within our store, and our network is secure because of safety concerns and privacy for our customers. She had a Verizon phone and was instantly frustrated with how long it took for it to send. Around this time, her daughter came in, apparently in a rush. Her daughter barely spoke while she was here, but Karen had mentioned something along the lines of her needing to go back to work soon. I'll call her CS for college student. She seemed much nicer than her mother. So I finally received the email documents. They were PDF files that required a password. So I disinfected the keyboard and gave it to Karen to log into the PDFs so we could print them. She typed her password in and hit enter. Wrong password. So she typed it in again. Wrong password. I lost count of how many times she tried to type in the same darn password and kept getting the wrong password. By now, all other customers in the store have come and gone. Another batch has come and gone. Finally, I sheepishly asked if there was a different one she could have used. That's when she started to get nasty. I know my password. It's the name of my daughter. I exchanged a look with my brother, then quietly said, "Okay, ma'am, try different combinations then." She tried the password a few more times while I just waited awkwardly. College student was wandering around the store looking at the things we have for sale. I was watching her as I waited, then Karen cleared her throat, so I looked at her. "Why are you just standing there like a flipping idiot?" College student glared at her from across the store. I was a bit dumbfounded and frankly exhausted, so it took me a moment to actually register what she said. I just quietly apologized and stared at the counter. She kept grumbling about how I'm so unhelpful and I should be helping her more. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, I suggested again to try different combinations. She did that snarly sigh thing that grouchy teenagers, such as myself, do. She typed in something else. And suddenly, we had access to the documents. She grumbled something along the lines of flipping finally, then called her daughter over. I tried to print it and it came up with an error code, so I called my mom over and she helped me riddle it out, but then it printed absolutely tiny. So my mom and I spent a few minutes messing about with settings. That's when I noticed that it was set to the receipt printer size, so I sent it to letter size and printed it again. Perfection. Karen's face lit up and she said, "You're so smart, thank you." Oh, the irony. The rest of the job was pretty routine. I told my brother what happened afterwards and he gave me a hug. 3 minutes later, I heard my mom's voice raise. "She said what?" But that was the last we were expecting to hear from that lady, so there wasn't anything we could do. Work went back on like normal, but wait, there's more. We got a call about 40 minutes after college student and Karen left. My mom picked it up because my brother and I were handling customers. It was Karen's husband. He said they never got the email and that Karen wanted to send it to his email as well now. So we sent the documents to them again and all was fine. Then the husband stopped before he hung up and asked, "Did my wife cause any trouble while she was there? She keeps saying that the customer service there was awful and I don't believe her." Not his exact words, but roughly what he said according to my mom. My mom told him what happened. He thanked her and hung up. I'd like to believe that Karen got chewed out, but who knows? Holy smokes, guys. I'm at work again today and college student came into the store. I recognized her by the last name before the face, but it was definitely her, and she quietly apologized for her mother. It's weird that as soon as I decide to post this here, I see her again. Life is wild. This is John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.